Something ominous is going on in America, where we're living in very transient times when men are actually faltering or running away from relationships. Teddy Pendergrass was a swooner, a very velvet voice back in the 70s. And Teddy made a song entitled, "It's So Good to Love Somebody and Somebody to Love You Back." And in that song and in his crooning, he was actually talking about a 50-50 love where women and men get some equal in return. But we live in a very turbulent time in America where women often do the dictating in relationships, and they tell the man what they want. He has to be 6 feet tall. He has to have money. He can't be broke. He can't be dusty. His phallus must be a certain length. And he got to be able to take care of her and her kids. But when men actually say they want something of substance too, like she has to be fit, she has to be feminine, she has to be cooperative, she has to submit to his program, she can't have kids by too many men, and the dangerous one, she can't have had too much fun, then all of a sudden he's bashing. Listen, many men are diverting from relationships. And when I went to Brazil, I saw something different where a lot of men are going outside the confines of the United States to find love, peace, and happiness because they feel like they're not getting it here in America. We're going to have a conversation on Friday night where we're going to have my man El Guapo from his YouTube channel called Beautiul Lies. Then we're going to have the esteemed guest brother Blair Nash. Blair Nash has written several books, and he's going to talk about what he see in dating, what he see in modern relationships, and what course is going to happen if we continue on this negative trajectory. And then I plan to have brothers for the BMO group. We're going to have men, they're going to have a collaboration about a lot of different things, where men are going to talk about their joys, their pain, but also they're going to give anecdotal evidence from what they observed when they were in Brazil. Brazil was a very life-changing trip because it gave me some notes to take to bring back to the States. So we're going to talk about what men want and why men have standards. And we're going to talk about all the detractors that try to shame men into accepting subpar women or women that don't meet their expectations. I want guys to remember this as they're looking at this show on Friday night at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, is that men are the gatekeepers to relationships. And you have to demand what you want from a woman, because if you don't demand it, she's going to demand it from you. Remember this, men are the gatekeepers. And when a man sets standards for himself and his woman, it brings peace and balance in communities. But unfortunately, many men are subjects to pain and they're subjects to shame. But we're going to have a comprehensive conversation on Friday as we have a group of men, and we're going to come together and we're going to compare notes, and we're going to look at how men are actually suffering in silence and how men are actually demanding what they want from relationships, and how men are more or less telling women either you meet my standards or my criteria, or we're totally divested. So I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy this show as I bring it to you live from the greatest state in the union, the Tar Heel state, where every day is Father's Day. And whereas men, we don't agree on all things or ideologies, and we won't agree, but we come together as allies of a common cause only to dissipate when the crisis is over. So sit back and relax and enjoy this show once again. And remember this, if it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, it ain't right. Remember this, men have standards. Enjoy this show as we bring it to you live Friday night, Eastern Standard Time. Be well.